Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to J.P.BBQ. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Today is a brisket weekend. I feel like eating me some brisket. I'm gonna fire up the Lone Star Grillz. We're gonna have us a brisket done JP style. To show you how we get it done. Check it out. So there's not much that we gotta do to this brisket. This brisket actually looks pretty good. But I'm gonna tell you something, guys. I'm in Central Florida and we have got us some crazy weather out here. Yesterday it was roughly about 80 degrees and today we're down in the 50s. Just crazy, but that ain't gonna stop me. I'm gonna keep on barbecuing and let me go ahead and get this brisket out of this wrapper. It's got a nice flat. I'm gonna show it to you. Actually, it's not too bad as far as let me get this. A lot of juices. Roughly about 11 and a half pounds of a brisket. But look at this. Look how thick that flat is. That is a very nice flat. It's got some nice flexibility in it. And look at just the marbling in it. You know, not much trimming that I gotta do to this. Maybe take some of this brown stuff off. Take this big old decal out of here and trim this up here as well. So I'll just get my favorite little knife right here. This bad boy is pretty sharp. And we'll start trimming this thing. There we go. Yeah, all I gotta do is just take a little bit off of it just like that. And we're gonna get this bad boy trimmed up. Make it look good before it goes in the smoker. Oh my goodness, would you look at that? Just look at this right here. You guys see that? That is some serious marbling right there. Ooh-wee! I'm gonna like that. Let me get this big old chunk of fat out of here. Trim that bad boy. You know, and I usually don't take it all the way out. I used to take it out, but what happened is I get this big old lip, you know, that would pop up. Let's see if I can get some of this tissue off, and it's really not that bad either. It's pretty good. Get this nice sharp knife. That's what you want to do. You want to get that off because, you know, that thing will get nice and chewy on you, and you really don't want that. You gotta be careful with this knife. I got a layer underneath it because this is a pretty sharp knife. This is what you call a deboning knife from the Shun series, you know, and if you guys like, I'll put it down in the description below and you can check it out. It's actually one of my favorite knives that I like for trimming briskets because it's nice and sharp. And get this other side. Yes, sir. There we go. Take that off. And I'm gonna get this thing trimmed up. Let me show you the top side. Man, this is a really nice point right there. Let me clean this up a little bit over on this side. And flip it over on this fat side up here. And we'll get some of this trimmed off the top. And what people recommend when you're trimming over on the fat cap, a lot of wind, but you leave roughly about 1/4 of an inch of fat on there. You know, that fat will render down into the meat and make it nice and moist and juicy. If you get too deep, dig a pocket in it or something. Ooh, man, that just got some fat right there. You see that fat? Let's trim that bad boy off right there. You know, you buy you an 11 and a half pound brisket, and by the time you get all this fat trimmed off of it, you end up with maybe a 10 pound. Yeah, but that's why brisket is so expensive. Yeah, you don't want that stuff on there. That stuff right there. turn it around this way, that way you guys can get a look at it. Okay, that don't look too bad. We're just going to take a little bit more before we put a little bit of olive oil on it, season it up, and start putting our season on it. It's actually not a bad brisket. You know, not too bad. Trim some more off of here. You know, the fat's got a nice color to it. You know, I've bought some choice briskets, and I don't know if you guys can see it right there, but you know, that's actually a nice looking white color. You know, and I've bought some choice briskets where the fat is kind of yellowish. You know, kind of makes you wonder what they fed that animal. But you know, I've gotten some choice briskets that were actually pretty good as well. But when you buy in prime, you know, you're paying, you know, that extra price, you know, for that good quality. Okay, all right, let's see if I can get a little bit off of this right here. There we go. Get that off. There you go. That's what we want. That's not too bad. And I think I'm going to call it good right there. You know. Take a little bit of this stuff off right there. Not too shabby, I say. And I think I'm going to call it good. Now, let me show you this. Look at that. You know, I'm not going to save this. You know, some people say save it. You know, use it to grind up some ground beef or something. You know, just to add that extra flavor of fat. Yeah, not this weekend. You know, I've got too many other things I got to go and do. So, trim this off right here. Not too crazy about that. You know, you can actually pick at this brisket all day long if you want, but I gotta get this thing seasoned up, get it ready for the smoker. There we go. Try to get a little bit more of that fat right there. There we go. Once you start getting down to that fat that's kind of soft, where it just feels like it's starting to melt with your touch, you know, that should be good enough. Take this glove off. Put my knife right over here. I'm gonna put a little bit of this olive oil on it. Oh yeah, look at that. That looks nice. There we go. I like using olive oil, but you can use what you want. You know, if you got, you know, some people have used mustard. I like using olive oil, and some people have used Worcestershire sauce. You know, whatever you want to use, whatever flavor profile you want to put to it. You know, just do what you want. You know, that's what JP recommends. Now look at this. Look at that. Now don't that look nice? That is a beautiful marbling. And you know, some people say you got to rub your meat, massage it really nice like that. And you can see the grains of how the brisket is running. So when we go to cut this brisket, we want to cut it perpendicular to the grains. That way you can get the what would I say, the ultimate moisture out of it, go against the grain. So this brisket is nice and trimmed up. Took as much fat off of it as I could. Took as much of the, not the connective tissue, but of that silver skin that lies on top. You want to get that off, and on the bottom side, on that fat cap, you want to trim that till you get to about maybe 1/4 of an inch, and then get it ready. Oil, olive oil it up, or put your favorite binding agent on it, and then start seasoning it. So what I'm going to be using, I'm going to be using the J.P.BBQ. This is a perfect blend of salt, pepper, garlic, and I love using this because it's got the kosher salt in it, which is ideal for brisket. It's got the coarse ground pepper already in it, which is what you want, and then it's got a little hint of that granulated garlic, just to give it that little push it over the edge. So let's go ahead and get this bad boy seasoned up. Here we go. Man, and this wind, it's about driving me nuts. So just pat it in there best you can. Get the edges. Ooh, man, I can smell that garlic. It's gonna be good, yes sir. Over here on the point end. And what you want right there. There we go. Get that kosher salt. Just look at those nice big flakes, that kosher salt. Get it over here on this big old point. And I say big, this is only like almost 11.5 pounds. It's small compared to other briskets that I've done. I think the biggest brisket I've ever done, it's a 21-pound brisket. 21 pounds? Whoo, man, that's a big brisket. It took on a long cook, that's for sure. All right. And get some on the back side. Or actually, over on the fat cap. Get it nice and seasoned. There we go. And that's what you want right there. So once you got it nice even layer of your seasoning on it, then it's time to get that smoker fired up. Hey guys, time to get this brisket inside the smoker. Just wanted to show it to you. I mean, the seasoning has really absorbed into it, and can't wait to see what it comes out. I would take you out there by the smoker, but it's a little dark and it wouldn't come out. Not enough lighting out there. But the Lone Star Grill has hit roughly 267. Not sure if you guys can see that right there, 267. But we're gonna go put it on there and see what happens. Hey guys, just wanted to show you what this brisket is looking like. It's reached it's got an internal temperature right now about 149. So about another, I don't know, 10, 15 degrees. We'll be getting close to getting it wrapped. The pit's running about 269 right now. I just put a couple of splits in it, so it's, the fire has gone up a little bit, and I also got to get some chicken in it, so I might as well just show you what this brisket looks like. Let's check it out. Here we go, here we go. Holy man, wait till you see this. Do you guys see that? That is a beauty. Oh my goodness, I gotta take a picture. Sorry guys, hold on a second. That looks absolutely gorgeous. Ooh. Let me get it back in there. But the juices are dropping, they're sizzling. Oh, just a few more degrees and we're gonna get it wrapped up. By the way, guys, people been asking about that Lone Star Grill fire management basket that I've been using, how it's performing and working good. Guys, that is an amazing basket. It works perfect, keeps all your splits, right there where they're supposed to be. and it just works good. What can I say? Okay, so if you get a chance, go out there and check out that basket if you got a Lone Star Grill and you want to try it out. But I gotta get these chicken wings in. Gonna make some food today. All right, I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Hey guys, brisket has hit an internal temperature. Let me see if you guys can see it, of 165. I don't know if you guys can see it right there. It's time to get it out and get it wrapped. I'm gonna show it to you so I can see so you guys can see what it looks like. The smoker's been running at 250, 275. Brisket's been in there since 6 o'clock this morning, and it's about 15 till 1. Let's go ahead and get it out and get it wrapped in this butcher paper and get it back in there. There we go. That's what she looks like. Let's see how this temp pro pulls out. Oh yeah, look at that. Boy, it goes in nice and easy. It's still, ooh, look at the juices. It's still a little tough, but we're gonna get her wrapped. Oh man, she's hot, she's hot. Let me get this thing closed, that way I don't lose no heat. All right, let's wrap her up. Let me move this over a little bit. That should be good right around there. Sometimes I'll wrap it in aluminum paper. Aluminum paper will tend to speed up the process of it cooking. So if you're in a bind or something, you can use aluminum. But today I'm using butcher paper. I like using butcher paper. Let me get this paper, fold it up. So I like using butcher paper because it saves most of the bark. You spent all this time building the bark, and you don't want to lose it. You want to keep that bark in there, because that's where most of the flavor is going to be at. There we go. Wrap it nice and tight, just like that. There we go. Looking good. And I get this butcher paper online. Most of the stuff that I use, I get them at Amazon. So if you're interested in getting you some of this butcher paper, there'll be a link in the description. All the items that I use will be in the description. So if you get a chance and you want to check it out, they'll be down there. There we go. And fat side up. Let's get her in there. And there she is, at 165, putting it back in there. It should take a couple more hours to get it to that 200, 203 temp, and then we should be good to go. All right, so I'll see you guys in just a little bit. You see that right there? 210 degrees. But that's in the point. So the point tends to run a little bit hotter because there's a little bit more fat right there. But the flat is running roughly about 198, close to 200. So let's get her out. She's about ready. See, this is what you call a lonely Lone Star. Ain't got no food in it. Just this poor little old brisket right here. Oh man, the juices are coming out. Hot, 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 hot. Whoo! That's hot. All right. Baby girl's home. Hey, baby. You're gonna let that brisket rest. It's about 3 o'clock. Let me tell you, I've had that brisket in since 6 o'clock. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 9 hours. That's only an 11.5 pound brisket. That's the crazy thing about some of these briskets sometimes, that you get them, and some of them you'll get them done in 7 hours, and some of them take 9 hours, 11 hours. You know, it's just crazy. But I'm gonna let it rest, for sure. You know, I'm gonna let it rest for at least 2 hours. Get this covered up, put it in my food warmer, and then we're gonna slice it up and do a little taste test, see what it comes out like. It's almost 8 o'clock. It got done, I want to say maybe around 3 o'clock. I don't remember exactly, but it's been resting several hours now. And I got it in this aluminum foil, and it is nice and warm. It's time to cut into it, see how it looks, give it a little taste test, and see what it's all about. So I'll get it unwrapped out of this aluminum. And, ooh, man, I want to show you something. Just look at the moisture on that butcher paper. That butcher paper is soaked. Man, I'm stoked. I'm excited to see what this bad boy comes out like. So, here we go. Here we go. Put my knife. This is my knife I'm going to be using to slice this bad boy up with. Put that right there. Look at all the juices here. Huh? Bugs? Well, they just want to get a little bit of this brisket, that's all. You know, all right here, it wants to come apart. Let me get this butcher paper thrown away. We're just going to cut right down the middle and see what it's all about. Did you guys hear that? It went, when I went to cut it, it went, oh, wow, look at the smoke ring. Oh my goodness. That is a gorgeous smoke ring. You guys see that smoke ring right there? Yeah, don't let it get up. Oh my goodness. And you see the juices? Let me put this one over here. And we're gonna cut this one perpendicular. And yes sir, even took on a nice little smoke ring right there. Let me just get me a little slice. Let me give me maybe 2 slices. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Look at that. That's what you want right there. When it bends like that, you know you got you a good brisket. Look at this. Look at that. It just, oh yes sir. Alright, well, enough talking. Let's give it a little taste test. It's shredding in my hand. Here we go. Whoa! That is good. Oh my gosh. This little 11.5 pound little brisket I got from Costco has taken on a wonderful taste. Here you go, mama. Oh my goodness, I gotta get me another little bite. It just, you put it in your mouth and it just dissolves. And you guys that are eating brisket that does that, you know what I'm talking about. Watch. Melts in your mouth. This is, again, a gorgeous brisket. I'm gonna get this cut up, save it, probably make some brisket tacos or something with it, because I can't eat all of this. But we're gonna have us a feast. I tell you what, guys, I thank you very much for watching my YouTube channel. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. I want to give a special thanks to my Patreons. You know, they'll be coming right here. Sam Santos, I love you. Appreciate you supporting this channel. And If you're interested in any of my products, I'll put a link right here as well. You guys go check out my website. It'll pop up right there. Also, I used the J.P.BBQ to season this brisket, and it came out phenomenal. Look at that smoke ring that it just did, that it put. Look at that. That's a perfect smoke ring. So I will talk to you guys later. I love you guys. Y'all take care, and I will see you on the next cookout.